Hi, beauty. Welcome. Come on in. There's always a spot for you. This is the Daily Tap, originally created by the amazing Emma Starling. She is a mentor, a trainer, EFT expert, master, and founder of Evolved Energetics Academy and many other things. And she wanted to get this tool, this potent mind-body tool of EFT tapping, into the hands of over 1 million people in her lifetime. So several of us have decided to help her out. And what better way than to come to you with the Daily Tap and give you this incredible moment of calm, which is helping you just feel better about your life in this very moment, to feel better no matter what's going on around you. We'll be using the EFT tapping, the emotional freedom technique, and an affirmation inspired by an oracle card. And we're choosing to share this tool with you because it is so potent. It helps you instantly relieve your stress, relax your nervous system, help your body heal itself, help you tune into your intuition, give you clarity, release emotional and physical pain, amongst many other things. So as I've been shuffling here, I want you to check in with your body at this moment because, your body always knows before your mind does, and it stores everything. All of the things that we go through in our life, if we have not had the opportunity or any way to release that heavy energy that it brings, whether it's a very tiny little T trauma or a big T trauma, or many of the other things that can happen to us throughout our lives, and just our observing about what's going on around us in the world today, which is wherever you are, we know it's pretty intense. So we do carry stress with us. Sorry, I have one hair in my eye. So we do carry stress, and I want you to just take this second to scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And just breathe. You can put your hand on your heart or somewhere else that feels comfortable. And just breathe and check in. Where are you notice any kind of stress, any discomfort, unease, tightness, constriction, shortness of breath, nausea, aches and pains? And just notice and see how intense it is on a scale 0 to 10. 10 at the top, it's really intense. And just notice that number, checking in. And remember, all you need to do is follow along with me. We tap lightly with our fingertips, and you can just tap where I tap and repeat what I say and see how you feel. Taking responsibility for your own well-being. Reach out if anything comes up for you and you need support. I'm always here. And so notice when I show you this deck, place some eyeglasses on so I can read. Notice what comes up in your body. How does it react? As it always does. We just tend to bypass it and get into the spinning thoughts, right? So just, you've taken a number, you know where that stress lies, and see what happens as I show you. This is the Shaman's Dream. Alberto, Villoldo, Colette, Baron-Reid. And you'll notice that I always struggle a little bit when I come to this particular restream format because I just spent the morning on Zoom, so it's different. So just take a notice of it, How does your body feel now? Inside the box, I love it when they're all contained in one. We are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. Ah, that is so true. So I always ask us to set an intention for our highest good, the highest good of all. What do we need to know today? Okay, this is called the crossing. Initiation. Look at this crossing. There's a big chasm there. Does it look like an Indiana Jones kind of movie? For those of you who are into that. And it looks a bit ominous. You've got the depth unknown, the fog, some clouds overhead, but also some brightness as well. Okay, let's see what our message says now. Okay. Hold that up again and notice, any reaction to the colors, the images, and the words. The crossing is the rite of passage, initiation. You have come to stand on one side of a river, and the opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave, where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still, a temporary repose. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition. For it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. And we know there's so much right now because our world is changing rapidly. And it's important for us to take note of that and to accept the changes. So don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the masks and the barriers of false strength to discover what you're really made of? Step in the boat waiting for you. There's a boat. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated so you can be born again into the world without denial or artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. It is scary to think about making that crossing, to take the next step. So whether you are one of the brave who can literally walk across that chasm, but also knowing that this river, there's a boat waiting for you to help you to the other side. Spirit has your back, and it will always provide for you. You are divinely protected, divinely directed. And it can be super, super scary, to think about this, but it's an amazing portal. And this is the perfect time because we have the new moon tomorrow. So we are in that energy already. And the new moon is about setting intention. And that is the foundation of everything. Set your intentions for your highest good, for your highest truth, that spirit will guide you. And, I referenced the Indiana Jones thing. It's like seeing that there's no crossing like this at all, and then taking that leap of faith and putting your foot out, and there It is that step, that crossing, that way. So visualize that boat and the lantern and how it's guiding you across, and it's very, very safe. And the best way to remain feeling safe is to tap. And, as I always say, you can tap in one spot or all of them, just keeping yourself grounded as you think about this crossing. So I want you to imagine that you have the next step you need to take, and perhaps you're not real clear on that. Do some tapping, it'll help you. But right now, today, we're going to do some tapping around this message. Let's see what we can stir up for ourselves, right? Okay, so we start at the eyebrow point, tapping lightly, and repeat after me. I step in the boat, waiting for me. Side of the eye. I let it carry me into the cave. Under the eye, where the shadows are waiting. Under nose, to be illuminated. Chin, so I can be born again. Collarbones, into the world without denial or artifice. Underarm, making the crossing is a beautiful, top of the head, powerful act of the highest love. On the third eye and the forehead, so it is, amen. How do you feel? Has that number come down? Has the energy moved? Is it still in the same place? Has it lessened? Did you notice an emotion that came with this energy of stress? Notice what that might be. Has that shifted? Has it changed? If your number has not come down or has even been ramped up, because this is kind of heavy today, I think, know that you've just hit on something that you haven't been aware of, or perhaps you have been, but you've been pushing it away, pushing it back, ignoring it. I'll deal with it some other time, right? So just take some moments to keep tapping. If you don't have time right now, before the end of your day, do some more tapping and just ask, what do I need to know right now? What's going on? What is this about? And you don't have to fix it, just honor how you feel and see what comes up. If, however, you are a bit more relaxed than when you first started with me today, and I hope so, relax those shoulders a bit, pain in your back or somewhere in your neck, anything. If that has dissipated at least somewhat, even one number is huge. You can keep tapping to keep that number coming down and to anchor in to calm in this moment. So notice how you can use this tool at any time. I use it when I get in the car, and I just am a little bit like, I get stressed in the car these days because it seems lots of people are more aggressive on the road, but I'm also still not real comfortable, even though I've been up here for years now. I haven't driven a whole lot. I do a lot from home, like this. And it's interesting to me that I can tap on the side of the steering wheel, for instance. I'd still have my eye on the road. I'm still alert, but it just helps keep me breathing. If I'm a passenger, I will do that sometimes just on the fingertips. You can learn all this on my YouTube channel, and, go to my website and you can learn a lot more. But just know, tapping is for everyone. It can be done anywhere, at any time, by anyone. You can learn more with me, hang out with me, tell me what is on your mind, what's keeping you awake at night. Let's do some tapping around it. Let me help you. As I said before, these little short ones like this are meant to be helping you to feel better. So they're affirmational tapping, using the affirmation from the oracle card and the tapping. And I just want to show you that these two cards came out when I was shuffling. So the unmarked trail, revelation. We never have the whole trail. Know that it's one step at a time. So you take one step, the gods, the universe, spirit, your angels will show you the next one. It'll keep coming. So just know that. And this one is many masks. The authentic self. We tend to wear a lot of masks so that we can get along to go along, or we can keep going because life is crazy. But know that the best way is your authentic way. There's only one you, authentic you. So think about that as you take the crossing. Okay, I'll be back. Remember, set your intentions. This is a big time, particularly this new moon in Leo. Whoa, it is amazing. So give yourself permission to just take a look at what you want in your life. Set your intention. You might want to ask your big why. What is it that I really want? How do I want to feel? Is this for the highest good of all? Am I moving from fear or curiosity? There's so many questions you can ask, but let's start with this one. Show me the way today on this crossing. Help me take that first step and get in the boat. All right? Remember, you are loved. I see your beauty. I see your light. Shine brightly.